Hey everyone, welcome to week 3. It's Eddie, and great job this week with the mini critiques. The plan is that you can now use the experience for critiquing the software your team has chosen. If your selection has been approved this week, you need to start critiquing. You're going to add your software title to the same spreadsheet with the team names. You're only approved to move forward if I have changed the software title to yellow, and I'm only going to do that if you email me and let me know that you want me to check it out. So make sure you don't change that on your own. You might want to keep the same focus that you had last week and have partners look at the 3 specific elements for both pieces of software, and I got to emphasize both. I'd like for all members of the group to somehow be involved in critiquing both pieces. I've also added an additional layer. Think about like the diversity and gender as you critique the software. Think about the bias, whether the software would appeal more to males or females and why. Is the content accessible to all ethnicities? And this does not mean speakers of languages, but think more of on a cultural level, or even think on like a microcultural level. Don't forget to include connections to the learning theory as well. Just a reminder for working in a group, I know it's not always easy to work with others, particularly when you don't know each other very well or you don't have face-to-face meetings. However, it's important that all group members participate and are available. Please check your email, your Boxers daily, and reply to your groups as soon as possible. But I've also really enjoyed the dynamics of this specific cohort and how you all are working together. Hopefully you've been working away at the graphic design tutorials on Lynda. I'm thinking you have because when you're talking about the critiquing, most of you sounded like pros. Make sure that you've also read Chapter 11 before embarking on this week's task. This week you're going to look closer and begin to apply some of the visual design features. Please make sure that you've read the module overview. This work really leads through weeks 3 and 5, but it's broken into weekly chunks just to keep things manageable and on track. This also gives you an opportunity to apply what you're learning and to begin your role as a technology coach. I'd like you to create 2 products that represent both effective digital design principles, but also address coaching standards for digital literacy and for classroom management of technology-rich environments. Please do not create a product about classroom management in general. It should be focusing on technology-rich environments and managements. It might be a good idea to quickly visit the ISTE Coach Standards to help you understand the focus of the design projects. The content of the slide and the handout is up to you, but you should do your best to apply the visual design principles we have read and what you learned from the lynda.com tutorials. By the end of the week, you need to have 1 product to share. The peer review order will be A, B, C, D, E, F type of pairing. And this is so that you won't have to wait for too long for your peer review partner. So the first person to post, or so the first 2 people that post are going to be feedback partners. The next 2 people that post will be feedback partners, and so on. There's a Google Sheet in the discussion board to keep track of this. Hopefully this way, those of you who are already finished won't be waiting for those of you who won't be able to get to this later in the week. There's already one of you who is there, and your name is listed, so whoever shows up next is going to be that person's partner. Please review the thread before you give some feedback. But the bottom line, however, is that you must have something shared by Sunday. The grade level and the content area are not important here. We're focusing more on the actual design. A couple things for you just to make sure you look over as well. This spreadsheet here, you could click on it. That's where you're going to be adding your title. Make sure you look at the software critique assignment. In the software critique assignment, I added a couple of examples from a previous cohort. Really good examples. One of them that was done with a Google slide, another one that was done with a different type of software platform, and another one that was actually created with the Google site. All 3 of them different, all 3 of them amazing, all 3 of them an A. You want to check that out so you can get some ideas. Have a wonderful long weekend. Stay safe, get some rest. Find me on Twitter, Vox, or by email if you have any questions. I'm not going to be checking anything though until Monday morning-ish, afternoon. So yeah, thanks for listening. See you soon.